Hello everybody, it is Ebontis, and in this one we're going to cover the Vanguard Datapad Investigation Part 2. So we've got 8 of them total, so not wasting any time here, we're just going to go ahead and jump in. And with regards to your first one, we're going to go to the Proving Grounds. So all this is going to be in your Fireteam section. Proving Grounds will be right down here. And as you're progressing through Proving Grounds, you'll go through the big room that has like the tanks that spawn, one on either side, the really big tanks. Clear both of those out. You'll work your way up here, and then you've got this little hatch that drops down to kind of the next level below. When you drop down, you're actually really close to the first one. If I get these out of order, sorry, but I've looked. I'm thinking this is the first one. But once you get to this section where the whole world kind of angles, you'll know that you're actually in the right place. So as you kind of work down this kind of half a staircase, basically, at the lowest level, try not to go too quick because your first data pad will be right over here. Now let's jump forward to the second one. Alright, so your second data pad for the Proving Grounds is right towards the end. So as you come up the lift after the 2 side rooms where you're carrying the orbs and depositing those, you're going to come up the lift, have 2 statues, and on your right hand side you'll see the glow on the floor. Just don't miss it. Here is your second data pad for the Proving Grounds. On to the next activity. Alright, so sorry for recording these out of order, but this will be the second one that I recorded for Liminality, but the first one you'll come across in the actual activity. So when you get to this area, you'll be kind of progressing forward vertically as you make your way across these slants. You'll have a few enemies around, and then as you work your way up through right about here, you'll see the waterfall in front of you. You might have some enemies jumping out there. This is where you want to turn around, work your way up here, and then up to this platform up here. And it'll be waiting for you right on top. So this is the first one in the activity. I did record them out of order, so my voice line for the next one's probably going to sound a little weird. But we'll get to the next one, which, as I said, recorded weird, right after this. Next one we'll cover is Liminality. So in this one, after you fought the kind of room where you got to run the 2 balls back through the areas that, you know, kind of close in on you basically, and the Tormentor standing in the front, you'll do a little bit of jumping. You'll get to a room that has like 2 scions in it, and then a portal opens, you jump through, and when you jump through that portal here, this is where the data pad will be. It'll probably screaming at you, but you could easily walk by it if you don't have your ghost equipped at the time. So this is going to be number 1. It's like literally you'll go through a portal, you've got just this tiny little room, so just don't forget it's sitting on the table. Now let's show you where number 2 is. Alright, for the next 2 data pads, we are going to be in Oracle, Battleground specifically. And as you're working through, you're going to defend the conflux, then weave your way through the caves, then you're going to start jumping down in the cavern. You're going to make a pretty big drop off this ledge down to where I am now, and you'll have about this view. So if you need kind of a point of reference, you were a few jumps down, but not all the way. Like, you haven't hugged the right wall yet, if that helps you. Either way, as you can tell, right over here towards the right wall before you make it over to that first platform to work on, you've got data pad number 1 for Battleground Oracle. So let's jump ahead and I'll show you where the next one is. Alright, for the second data pad in Battleground Oracle, you'll have the big long fight up there where you're killing the Wyvern and you've got to get the Cabal guys. You take the orbs, you throw them at them, they explode. When you're done with that, you'll make some pretty big drops down to this kind of triangular exit from this whole kind of cavernous area. You have a big shaft of light coming through the middle of the ceiling, and you'll see the data pad actually down there. So again, if you're just like flying, skating through, you might miss it, but they've actually got it in a pretty good shadow here, so it stands out. So this is data pad number 2 for Battleground Oracle. Now let's get to the last activity. And the last one we're going to cover is Battleground Foothold. Alright, so as you progress through Battleground Foothold, you'll eventually get to this area here. You'll have to go a little farther up, and you're going to have to let your ghost kind of basically hack a barrier, and that barrier is going to be right over here. Looks like I've got a straggler still. And this barrier is going to be up for a while, so you've got to defend this. Bunch of hive are going to be coming your way. It's actually easy to miss the data pad if you don't have your ghost on, so all you got to do is go around this corner, and you're going to find it right here. So if you're doing the, you know, ghost data hack on this barrier, and you haven't picked up at least one of these, don't forget it right here. Now to go find the second one. Your second data pad for Foothold is actually going to be not too far from the first. So after you use your ghost to take down the barrier, you work your way through the kind of the passageways, and you eventually come right outside. And before you go advance to kind of the finale of this battleground, just head straight into this building. You'll find it tucked in this corner right here behind this bush. and this will be datapad number 2 for Foothold. And that will also be Vanguard Datapad Investigation Part 2 complete. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like below, hit that subscribe button. You guys know I got more Destiny and many other games to cover coming up, so lots coming from me. Find me on Twitter, Twitch, Blue Sky, YouTube, Patreon, wherever you find me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.